Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today I have a quick pull day for y'all. Been a little sick the past few days, so I'm trying to get back into training. Just gonna be hitting back today. Pretty simple stuff. Giving you kind of a commentary throughout the workout, let you know what I'm doing, what you should be doing. Yeah, let's get into it. Started out with some stretching. I always like to use the band, whether I'm at home or at the gym, just to warm up your shoulders, the rotator cuffs, um, whatever movement I'm doing. So obviously I'm starting out with pull-ups. I'm just warming up the movement without any weight first, just so my back, my pulling muscles get warm. Warming up my scapula, which is used in pull-ups. And I've been doing weighted pull-ups. They just feel really nice. So here, doing 3 sets with 35 pounds, trying to go for 3 sets of 8. I do end up getting the first 2 sets 8 reps on those sets, and then the last set 6 reps. Couldn't quite push out the last 2, but definitely good after being sick. Definitely want to try to build back up to that 3 sets of 8, then move on to 45 pounds. But I would definitely recommend heavy weighted pull-ups for just overall back development, especially lat development. And then when you're trying to work towards your traps or mid back, some sort of wide grip rows or a T-bar row. Now, the main thing in my training that I like to emphasize is intensity. So even though I'm only doing 3 exercises today, which for a normal back day, it's only going to be 9 sets, which is not a lot compared to my other back days or even my pull day, in which I'll usually do 4 sets and more exercises for my back. But since I'm trying to get back into training after being sick, taking the volume very lightly, 3 sets on every exercise. But one thing that stays the same no matter what is the intensity. You can see on this last set here, I'm pushing it to failure. If I had a gun to my head, I could not get this last rep. That's what I would say 80% of your set should look like. I try to do that for everything, unless I'm doing bench press without a spotter or something stupid. Obviously you don't want to hurt yourself in the pursuit of failure. But yeah, honestly, the biggest thing you could take away from this is push your sets closer to failure. Now we have the bent over barbell rows. Like I said earlier, these are going to be good for your rhomboids, your development, your trap development, that upper back, that mid back meat after you worked out that lat. It's a good complementary exercise. And honestly, like all the other exercises, I'm going to try to be taking every set to failure. So you got to go for that last rep until you can't get it. That's my training philosophy. That's what's helped me. We know in the literature that the closer you get to failure, the more hypertrophy gains you're going to get from that. Now, obviously, there's a point of the closer you go to failure, the more fatigue you're going to get, and the more that might impede on your later sets. But I'm a firm believer in adaptation. So if you're pushing all your sets to failure, you're going to get used to it. That's going to become your new baseline, and you're going to be able to work off of that. So, that's what I've done. You can see pretty much every set is taken to failure. Little dancer right there. If you're doing these barbell bent over rows, maybe you can see that I'm standing on a 45-pound plate. That's just so I can get a deeper stretch at the bottom. The literature also says that a deep stretch with tension on the muscle is going to be one of the main drivers of hypertrophy and muscle growth. So especially when you're doing these bent over rows, this can be our main mid back movement. You want to get as much of that stretch as you can. And for the final exercise, we're going to be moving into these bench supported rows, which I really only do at my home gym. If I was at the regular gym, I'd do some sort of machine row or single arm dumbbell row, but my dumbbells don't go that heavy, so I like to do this. I did get 3 sets of 15, which was pretty good. The main cue I like to do for these is trying to drive my elbows back as much as I can and try to touch them behind my back. When I do that, I feel a squeeze in the back, which is obviously what you're going for with that mind muscle connection. Looks pretty good here, not gonna lie. Yeah, I really recommend giving this a try. I've been doing basically every pull workout and every back workout in my home gym, and they definitely feel really good on the lats and the mid back, especially if you're getting that squeeze like I talked about earlier. Maybe try implementing it in your routine, see how it works for a few weeks, and that's pretty much going to be the workout. I definitely want to start posting more videos like this. Um, it's really hard with school though, and just other personal commitments. Just a little pump check real quick. But yeah, I love posting videos like this, and hopefully I'll get some more posted in the future. This looks like the last set right here. And yeah, I'll let the video finish, do a little posing after this last set, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.